Hey, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Redstone9X here and welcome back to another command block tutorial video. And today is a very special command block tutorial video because this is the 300th command block tutorial video on the channel. So it is crazy that we've reached yet another milestone with these command block tutorial videos. So 100 episodes ago I did a video called Super Suspicious Stew Commands. And that video was almost exactly 2 years ago at the time I'm recording this one. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you should go check it out. I will leave a link down below in the description after you finish watching this video. So for today's 300th command block tutorial video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do Earthquake Mace commands in Minecraft. And what I mean by that is you can probably guess by the title that these commands will allow you to craft yourself a special mace that, let's just say, allows you to jump high and come crashing down, setting any enemies around you off with a bang. So I've done a couple of mace related videos before in the past, which I'll put up on screen, and also as a bonus command for a certain video I did not too long ago, which I will leave a link in the description down below for those videos as well, so you can go check them out after you finish watching this one. And now, before I go into more details on what those commands are to make this work, you know the drill. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that guys, let's begin today's video. Okay guys, so here all the commands are, so there's a good handful of commands into making this all work out. And some of these commands are repeating for certain reasons, which I'll explain those reasons a little later in this video. And, as always, I will leave a link in the description down below so you guys can copy and paste them into your worlds later on. Now, let us begin. So first off, as always, I'm going to demonstrate how this works. So I'm going to turn this on, and turn this on. And like I said earlier, we need to craft the mace. So I'm going to grab a mace, some dirt, and a nether star. And going into survival. So here's what you need. So let me set this up. So what you need to craft the Earthquake Mace is 1 regular mace, 8 pieces of dirt, and 1 nether star. And just like that, you get the Earthquake Mace. And as you can see, it's got Density 5 and Breach 5, so it's pretty powerful. And you also get this special clay ball called Earthquake Mace Smash, which the description of it says, right click to super jump up and smash the ground on the way down. So let me quickly grab all this stuff too, so we have it ready for the combat test. And we are going to turn this on and go in here. So just a quick little demonstration on how the Earthquake Mace works in general. So like I said, you just need to right click like so. And all you gotta do is jump up. And kaboom. You can smash the ground. And you also notice that this special clay ball is on a bit of a cooldown. So the cooldown for the ability here is 10 seconds, which is reasonable considering how powerful this attack really is. But that is not the only way you can do explosive damage. So you guys know how you properly use a mace, which is to come from above and smash your enemies on the way down. Well, if you land a hit with the mace, it will also explode them. So let me show you. Oh, and the other thing you just saw is that if I am not holding the mace in my main hand, that special clay ball is going to disappear. So it's only when I equip the mace that this will appear. Just so you know. Okay, so let's put this stuff away and get some mobs. So we're going to start with some husks. So watch carefully when I land an attack. As you can see, set them all off with a bang. And I think in some way, landing a hit with the mace kind of makes the explosion slightly bigger? I don't know. Compared to when you do it just this way. doesn't entirely seem that big in size. Maybe in depth, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments below which do you think does more damage, when you land a hit or not. Okay, so anyway, let me just quickly reset the area. So now we're gonna move on to the pillagers. And I am not going to land a hit that time, and they're gone. So this is the great thing about this Earthquake Mace, is that no matter if you land a hit or you do land a hit, they will pretty much explode either way, which is pretty nice. Okay, so moving on to Vindicators next. But for this, I'm gonna put some netherite armor on. Oh, and actually there's one quick thing I forgot to mention. Actually, let me quickly take off the armor for just one quick second. Again. Is that every time you use the Earthquake Mace and come back crashing down, you actually get a temporary resistance boost for 3 seconds, so that way you pretty much take 0 damage when you come exploding down. Sorry if I forgot to mention that. Okay, so now we can proceed with the Vindicators. And they're gone also. And last but not least, we got the Ravagers. So now it's time to upgrade our armor and get some golden apples. So without further ado, let's spawn in 4 of these guys and see how many of them can survive.
Flawless victory.
Answer: not a chance. At all. So you can see how powerful this Earthquake Mace is, taking out all those Ravagers with just one shot. So let me quickly reset the area one more time. Because now we're gonna spawn in a bunch of these guys all at once and see how many of them can survive hits from the Earthquake Mace.
Later that same evening.
Okay, so as you can see, I pretty much filled this entire area with a bunch of hostile mobs. So now, let's see how many of them can survive the Earthquake Mace. So here we go. Okay, so far a good handful of them are still around, mostly the Ravagers. But I certainly can't blame them. They are pretty tough. If I can even get through. Okay, so now let's do this one more time. And they're all gone. So if you're up against a bunch of mobs like I just spawned in earlier, then you can pretty much take out all of them at once at best with only 2 hits, which is pretty impressive, I must say. Okay, so now that you've seen all that, let's go over the commands to make this all work out. Oh, and by the way, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure you guys leave a like on this video, and subscribe with notifications turned on. And with that, let's get into the commands, so be back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so first things first, we need a couple scoreboard commands to make this all work out. Starting with this one right here. So it's scoreboard objectives add, and then we do earthquake_mace1 right over here. And then we do this. Minecraft.used::Minecraft.clay_ball right over here. And then this command right here simply removes that scoreboard if needed. And now we move on to this scoreboard command. So this command is mostly the same as the last one, except we want to change the name to earthquake_mace2 right over here. And then at the end we want to change this bit to Mace right over here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. And then we move on to this scoreboard command. So this command is pretty much the same as the last two, except we want to do earthquake_mace_smash right over here. And then in the second half we do minecraft.custom::minecraft.jump right over here. And then this command simply removes that scoreboard if needed. Pretty standard stuff. So now we're moving on to the commands which allows you to craft the earthquake mace. Starting with this command right here, which detects certain items on the ground, which in this case is 1 mace, 8 pieces of dirt, and 1 nether star. So it's execute at P, run execute as at E, and inside brackets we do type equals item, comma distance equals 0.3, and then here we do if items entity at S, and inside brackets we do nbt equals, inside color brackets we do on ground :1b, close these brackets, and then we do contents Minecraft::mace, and inside these brackets we do Minecraft::count equals 1, and then here we do the exact same thing, except this is for dirt, and inside these color brackets we want to do count equals 8 right over here, and then in this bit we do the exact same thing, except this is for the nether star, and inside these brackets we do Minecraft::count equals 1 once again. And make sure you set this command to always active as well. So that you have a redstone comparator like this with a redstone repeater going into these next 3 commands. So this next command right here enchants the mace and gives it a custom name. So this first half of the command is pretty much exactly the same as the first half of the last one I just showed you, except we do this here. Run data merge entity at S, and inside brackets we do nbt equals, inside color brackets we do on ground :1b, close these brackets, and then you put in all the information for the special mace named earthquake mace as you see here. So these next 2 commands pretty much remove the 2 items from the ground, which in this case is the dirt and nether star. So here is just a simple execute at P, run kill at E, and inside brackets we do type equals item, comma nbt equals, inside these color brackets we do item :id Minecraft::dirt, close these curly brackets, comma nbt equals, inside these color brackets we do on ground :1b, comma distance equals 0.4. And then this command is exactly the same, except we put in this bit nether_star right over here. So now we're moving on to the commands which activates the earthquake mace. Starting with this command, which will detect if you are holding the mace. So it's execute if entity at P, and inside brackets we do nbt equals, inside color brackets we do selected item :id Minecraft::mace, components : and inside these color brackets we do Minecraft::custom_data : and inside these color brackets we do earthquake_mace :1b, and close all brackets at the end. And make sure you set this command to always active as well. So they have a redstone comparator like this going into these next bunch of commands. So this next command right here gives the earthquake mace smash item. So it's execute at P, run item replace entity at P, and then here we do weapon.offhand with, and then put in all the information for the special clay ball named Earthquake Mace Smash, as you see here. So this next command right here activates the Earthquake Mace 1 scoreboard when you are on the ground. So this first bit is mostly the same as the last one, except we want to put inside these brackets NBT equals, inside curly brackets we do on ground :1b, close these brackets, and then in the second half we do this. Run execute as at R at S, if entity at S, and inside brackets we do scores equals, inside curly brackets we do earthquake underscore mace 1 equals 1, 2 dots at the end, close both brackets, and then here we do run scoreboard player set at E, and inside brackets we put the same thing as before, right over here, and then you put that same scoreboard name here with 0 at the end. So now this command right here gives the user on the ground a special tag called Earthquake Mace Smash. So same first bit as before, except we do this here. Run tag at P, and inside brackets we do NBT equals, inside curly brackets we do on ground :1b, then here we do add earthquake underscore mace underscore smash. And then this command gives the user with that tag on the ground jump boost. So it's execute at P, and inside brackets we do tag equals earthquake underscore mace underscore smash. And then in the second half we do this. Run effect give at P, and then we do Minecraft : jump underscore boost, infinite, 9 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. So this command right here activates the Earthquake Mace 2 scoreboard when you are not on the ground. So this command is pretty much exactly the same as the one for the Earthquake Mace 1 scoreboard, except here we want to change this to 0B right over here. And in this bit we want to put Earthquake underscore Mace 2 right over here, here, and at the end right over here. So this next command right here summons TNT below you when you land a hit. So same first bit right over here, except we do this in the second half. Run execute if entity at P, and inside brackets we do NBT equals, inside curly brackets we do on ground :0b, comma limit equals 1, and then here we do run summon Minecraft TNT with 3 squiggly lines like this, and inside these curly brackets we do fuse :0, so this will make the TNT explode instantly. And then here we do comma explosion underscore power :10. So this is how much damage the TNT will do. So this command right here gives a high level of resistance if you land a hit. So it's execute at P, run effect give at P, and inside brackets we do the same thing as before with this particular tag, comma, NBT equals, inside curly brackets we do on ground :0b, close these brackets, and then we do Minecraft resistance for 3 seconds, 4 for the amplifier, and true for no particle effect. And then this command right here removes the jump boost when you land a hit. So this command is pretty much exactly the same as the one that gives you the resistance effect, except here we want to put clear instead of give right over here, and then we just do at the end, Minecraft : jump underscore boost. And then this command right here removes the earthquake mace smash tag. So this first bit is mostly the same as some of the other bits I've shown you, except we do this here. Run tag at P, and then you put that same tag name here. Remove, and then you put that same tag name at the end right here. So now this command right here activates the earthquake mace smash scoreboard. So again, same first bit here, and then in the second half it's basically the same as some of the other scoreboard related commands that I've shown you, except in here we want to put the name earthquake underscore mace underscore smash equals 1, 2 dots at the end, close both brackets. And then this command right here will once again summon TNT below you. So this command is pretty much exactly the same as the previous one I just showed you. Except in this bit we want to do NBT equals, inside curly brackets we do onGround:1B this time, comma limit equals 1, and then the rest is pretty much exactly the same. And then this command will once again give you a high level of resistance, but this time if you land. Which, as you can see, this command is pretty much exactly the same as the previous one. But the only difference is you need to put 1B in this bit right over here. And then, like I said, the rest is pretty much exactly the same. And then this command right here will once again remove jump boost, but when you land. So this command is exactly the same as the previous one I just showed you, except we need to once again put onGround:1B instead of 0B, and then the rest is pretty much the same. And then here, this removes the earthquake mace smash tag if you land on the ground. Which, as you can see, is pretty much exactly the same as the previous one, except we just need to put onGround:1B here, and then the rest is pretty much exactly the same. And then this command right here pretty much resets the earthquake mace smash scoreboard when you land on the ground. So once again, same first bit as some of the others I've shown you, except we do this in the second half. Run scoreboard players reset at A, earthquake underscore mace underscore smash. And make sure you set this chain command block to unconditional as well. Otherwise, the command here will not work properly. Okay, so now we're moving on to these last two commands right here. Let me just clear away the weather. So just as a quick note, make sure to activate these commands before using the mace. Starting with this command, which will reset the earthquake mace 2 scoreboard when you are not on the ground. So this command is pretty much exactly the same as the one that resets the earthquake mace smash scoreboard, except we want to put 0B in this bit right here. And then we come to the end and you just need to put the name earthquake underscore mace 2 right over here. And then this last command right here pretty much removes the earthquake mace smash item when you are not holding the mace in your main hand. So it's execute at P, run execute unless items entity at A. And then here we do weapon.mainHand, and then you put mace, and inside these brackets we put custom underscore data, and inside these curly brackets we do earthquake underscore mace :1B, and then in the second half we do this, run clear at P, and then you just put in all the information for the special clay ball named Earthquake Mace Smash as you see here. And yeah, that is pretty much Earthquake Mace commands in Minecraft. And that, my friends, is gonna wrap up for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. And turn on those notifications so you don't miss another video. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next week in the next one. Goodbye!